Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking of like a couple days ago in our clinic, somebody was asking about, these different online strength programs, and he's like, why would I come to you guys when I could, buy this online strength program? And one of the PTs that works for me, like, well, it's like the shotgun method. It's like you put a shotgun cartridge in the gun and it just sprays wide and you hope that you hit something. And I think that's what a lot of people do with this is they don't truly believe in their aim. So they just spray a wide, bullet range and hope that they hit something at some point. And so for me, it's like get back to believing that what you have in your business is actually going to work. And instead of, investing 5% of your energy into your business, 5% of your energy into real estate, 5% of your energy into cryptocurrency, 5% of your energy into working for someone else, like why can't we actually trust that what we're doing is going to be successful and have laser focus on like that belief? And then now all of a sudden we're going to hit the mark because we're not just spraying shots all over the place.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think it's a self-audit process of where are the hot spots? Where do I feel friction? And figuring out what categories are they in. Are they in personal relationships? Are they in too much? Are they in other social activities? Is it truly business related? And then solve for the friction. I forget what the who came out with that. It's that square of things that are urgent and important. Unimportant and not urgent. Like just focusing on what's urgent and most important, and things that are not urgent, not important, figuring out a way to just cut them out of the square and get rid of them. And um, we think we're better at it than we are. And if we know one thing for sure that's been demystified is that, multitasking is not a thing. It's not effective. And maybe if you're not able to really create that focus, maybe what you're involved in isn't actually for you, which means I remember listening to, I think it was before Gary Vaynerchuk like really blew up. I think, and he was giving a presentation like in the public eye and sphere. I mean, he was known in the business world. I think he was either at Stanford or Harvard, and he was giving some sort of a keynote speech and like an entrepreneur class. And that was one of the things that he talked about. He says so many people are trying to be number one in an organization or be like the person in number one, and they don't have the self-awareness to realize they'd be an incredible number two, number three person. And that if they could align themselves with a true number one personality type, that they could be far more successful in that team, in that entity. And I think it's the focus on figuring that out. And again, if the friction points are the business itself, you have to know when it's like, all right, I need to step off of this and redirect and try something else. And I don't know. It's a lot of self work when you're starting a business because there's no way to separate you from the business yet. I mean, that's the goal, right? That's why people want businesses to be able to step away and to see things. But you just got to like try to focus and to organize. Like again, step one, figure out what you actually need and work backwards from that and figure out what your KPIs are to achieve those things, and then focus, create systems around achieving those KPIs. So that, and then kind of concurrently, or next step is, who do I need to be worrying about, and what am I doing in my considerations of them? Audit your insurances, liabilities, disabilities, life insurances, health insurances, etc. And then figure out the next little step above that is, well, or element, I would say maybe to the recipe is, where are my focus friction points, and create a plan around how to stay focused, figure out what that one thing is. And then it just kind of is in a circle, and I think what ties it in there is schedule and being regimented in some capacity, and maybe it doesn't mean you schedule every minute of every day, but maybe you say 70% of my day needs to be focused on my business. All right, we'll focus that and put that in on hours and figure out when those hours are going to happen. Those are just some of the thoughts that I've been having as we've been talking.
Yeah. Yeah. As you were talking, I was thinking like we didn't consider jumping out of an airplane before we had invented a parachute. There's a reason that the parachute came first. And then now all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, I can jump out of an airplane. Like, yeah, but you have something that's there to protect you and keep you safe if you don't actually fly. So yeah.